Not good. This is not good. Just a little and these pieces tumble on the game table. I have to fix this. For this project I use 4 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch bases, but you can also use cardboard or another piece of foam for that. I then found these marbles beans. They are semi-transparent and have a very attractive color. In this project I will use a green stuff wood roller, but you also can decorate your columns freehand. Then we will need some washers and some other stuff along the way. We begin to cut our pieces of foam the same size as our bases, so as to be able to create sandwiches. Foam, washer and base on top. There are many ways to do this. You can first cut the foam, or as you can see here, you can glue the washer onto the foam, then the base on top, and only at the end cut everything with the cutter. I almost forgot. If you don't have a Proxen, you can check my tutorial number 4 to see how to create thin slices of foam simply with an arch foam cutter. Now let's take some foam pillars. We need a piece of 3/4 of inch per side and another one 1/2 inch by side. We will obtain 4 small columns 3/4 of inch high and a fatter column but of the same height from the wider pillar. We are ready to design our bricks. Check out my tutorial number 1 for this technique. Now we add texture with the aluminum foil technique, as usual. Now we can correct the weight problem. We insert in the fat column a screw of the right length, while in the 4 smaller columns we insert 5 or 6 small nails. Once this is done, we can glue the pillars to the center of the bases. Now I prepare the upper part of the columns. For a clean and fast decoration I used this Celtic floor textured roller by Green Stuff Wood, but you can also design the decoration by hand. The interesting thing is that with this little trick we immediately get a series of decorations of the right sides. Once the decorative stones have been cut, we can glue them on top of our pillars. At each step you can help yourself with a nail file to improve the shape of your pieces. Now with filler for walls I fill the empty spaces around the base and I make sure that the washers are well hidden. Once dry, you can smooth the filler with a nail file. For painting, I first used a black acrylic paint, then a grayscale from the darkest to the lightest with a semi-wet technique. At this point, with a drop of hot glue, we can glue our marbles on top of the columns. The piece can now be completed with a dry brush with off-white acrylic paint. These pieces are really fantastic. They can serve as a riddle, a source of magical power, or simply to embellish your dungeon. This year I decided to take care of all my supporters and to give away a lot of goodies. If you are one of my supporters, you will receive a reward because you are so kind with this channel. Finally, I decided to take care of my patrons. If you are consistent at least 6 months on supporting this channel, you will receive a reward. It doesn't matter your level of tier, you will receive something. Can be miniatures, piece of terrain, or other goodies that I will decide time by time. You will receive it at least once per year, maybe twice per year. So this is the perfect moment to subscribe on Patreon. Check it out, okay?